Good morning. And yes, I do have lipstick on at 9:07 a.m. in the morning, but that's my business. Anyway, so I come on here to ask a general question. So, everyone knows that I have a girlfriend, right? But this guy tried to talk to me, a police officer, in to be specific, right? A guy. I told him I wasn't interested. But before I told him I wasn't interested, he was telling me how much he, just started venting to me or whatever. So he says to me that he's happily married. Well, before he says he's happily married, he was like, I was just wondering if we could be friends. But I do want to let you know that I have a wife. And I said, well, are you happy? He said, yes, I'm very happy. I said, oh, okay. So as he went on, he was just like, how do you feel about us being friends? I say, first of all, am I being friends with the wife as well, with your wife as well? He was like, no, you're just my friend. I just want someone that I can vent to and talk about work and talk and vent and talk about home. I said, so is the communication off at your house? Is everything okay at home? Because you can't be happily married, if you want to have a friend outside of your wife, to talk about venting about home and work. You can't be happy. If I can't be your wife friend as well, then you and I can't be friends, sir. And then again, I'm not interested in being, that kind of friend. I got my own shit going on. I'm not a trash can. You will not dump your mess onto me. And I know what I said was right, because if I get married again, and when I was married before, I wasn't thinking like this. This was not my mindset. Um was I naive when I first, with my first baby father, thinking that him having a female best friend was, cool. I'm like, yeah, I talked to her on the phone the whole time he was fucking his bitch, and she is his third baby mother. You know what I'm saying? So I say all that to say, just like Tabitha, I think her last name Tabitha, Auntie Tab, that's on Instagram and things like that, that got her sunshine seasoning. I don't remember. I think her name's Tabitha Brown, if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me though. I remember her and Chance sitting during their podcast, and she was like, baby, you want to be his friend and he want to be my friend? No, you're gonna be our friend, baby. If you can't be our friend, you can't be no friend. And that's how I feel. I feel that was some real things that she said, and she has a successful, loving marriage. Of course, everybody go through, their own ups and downs in a relationship or marriage or whatever have you. Even with friends, you go through up and downs with your friends, but I will not feel comfortable being friends with someone that is married or have who's been in a long-term relationship if I cannot be both of you all's friend. That don't feel right to me. So I know I'm not tripping, but I want to know what you think. Do you feel like you can have friends on the side outside of your relationship? Like, where did the communication, the ball drop, where you can't go home and talk to your significant other or whatever? Oh, and another thing I asked him, I don't know if I said it earlier, but asked him, do you I asked him about the communication, and I also asked him that, if he felt like his feelings and thoughts wasn't who didn't matter to her. Is that the reason why you feel like you need someone outside of your marriage to vent to and talk to? Like, no, that's not okay with me. That does not sit right with me. And if I can't meet your wife, or I haven't met y'all at the same time, no, you cannot be my friend. No, and that goes on for people out here. I am not looking for no friends outside of my future wife. We go through our shit, but that's my woman, and I'm her woman. That's my best friend, and gonna always be my best friend. She knows shit about me that don't nobody else know about me, and vice versa. And she takes care of me. She supply all of my needs. Yeah, sometimes we don't communicate, but we eventually do. Because sometimes you need to digress. You need to digest what the person said. You need to digest what the feelings are with that person or within yourself before you respond. That's how I feel. That's what I learned in therapy. That's not something I learned. Well, I did learn it because when I turned 35, shit started clicking. When I turned 36, things I started to mature a little bit more when it comes to my relationships and when it comes to the way that I think when in my relationships. It's not always the other person. Sometimes you the problem. And I think I said this before in another video. I'm the problem, bitch. I realized that I'm the problem. I'm not only the problem, but I cause some of the problems that I have in my life because of the way that I thought, the way that I communicated, the way that, I acted. So I'm learning to stay in the bullshit. Everybody got a bullshit cap. Don't get me wrong. Everybody have a bullshit cap where they will not put up with too much. And it's too much for them and they gotta, exit to the left. But I believe in, because I want this relationship to work. When you want a relationship to work or you want something to work, you put the work behind it. Just like when you pray and you ask God for things, yeah, he'll provide it for you, but he ain't going, I feel like, this is just my opinion, I feel like he won't provide those blessings for you unless you change the way you think, to change the way you act so that he can prepare you for those blessings. And you have to, then he'll bless you if he feel like you need it because you put in the work behind it. That's just my opinion. And I think that's what it said in the Bible. Don't quote me. I'm not a Bible thumper. I do read it, but I some things I just can't remember. But anyway, I say all that to say, if we can't be your friend, you can't just be my friend. And you just can't be her friend. It don't fly like that over here in the Mitchell Johnson house. It don't fly like that over here. So I just want your opinion. I need to know, if you feel this way, are you okay with is your significant other is okay with you having friends outside of their relationship? Now, don't get me wrong. There are some people who have genuine friends that they haven't been intimate with and that was their friend before they got married or got with this person. But if you have to hide that person, that's what I'm talking about. If you have to hide your friend from your lover, your significant other, then that's not your friend. That's not good. Because my friends, my girlfriend knows. And I don't have many friends because I'm very particular about the people that I invite into my space. When talking like this is fine, but I'm an empath, so I can feel energy and feel things and see things, when I look at someone. So I'm very particular about who I invite into my space because and touch and, communicate with, because I believe in transfer of spirits, or energies. I don't play that. I'm learning now to protect my energy, to protect my aura, to protect what I see, what I hear, what I say, and what is being, how I reciprocate things. So I just want, if we can't be friends, if my lover can't be friends with the friends that I already have, and vice versa, then what are we friends for? Because at the end of the day, my wife, my girlfriend, my lover gonna take care of me. She gonna fuck me good. She gonna make sure that I'm good. She gonna make sure that my house straight and hers, and vice versa. A friend gonna sit there and listen to you vent and have whatever opinions that they have, but they ain't going, you got to pay that friend back. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? No, they not gonna take care of you. Some friends, not all, but some friends. But this one right here, my baby, she got me 100%. She'll never tell me no. If she ain't got it, she gonna go get it. Understand? And you think I'm gonna let that go? I'm gonna let that person go because who could put up with my 50 cancerous attitude and moods? No, she got me. All through all of that. Have a good day. Let me know what you think.